So I cut myself doing something terrible this morning. I looked down at my hands while I was typing, which is a total rookie mistake if you want to keep any kind of speed.
Oh, absolutely. That is instant death to your muscle memory.
Right. And I realized my pinky finger is just doing way too much work. I mean, I'm not exactly hunting and pecking like my grandpa used to, but it's absolute chaos down there on the keyboard.
Yeah, it really is. It's funny because we treat typing like this totally natural bodily function now, but we are essentially forcing our biology to conform to a machine that has existed for a century.
Exactly. And that is what we are unpacking in today's deep dive. We are navigating the AI age of 2026 using an interface that was designed for Victorian-era mechanical levers.
Yeah, the QWERTY layout. It is arguably the most successful and honestly maybe the most stubborn piece of design in human history.
It really is. So our mission today is to figure out how a patch for a 19th century engineering problem became the global standard for digital communication. But before we get into the mechanical history, we should look at the efficiency of the future.
Right, because this deep dive is sponsored by Embersilk. If you are looking to harness the power of AI training or automation or software development, you really need to check them out.
Yeah, whether it's integrating new tech or just uncovering where agents can make the biggest impact in your business or your personal life, just head over to embersilk.com. They are doing incredible work to help you move beyond those 19th century workflows we're talking about today.
So true. So let's actually go back to those workflows. Christopher Latham Sholes in the 1870s.
Right, the father of the typewriter.
Yeah.
Now, I know the popular cocktail party fact is that Sholes designed QWERTY to intentionally slow typists down, like they were too fast for the machine.
Oh, the jamming myth. Yeah.
But looking at the actual patent history, that's just a total myth, right?
It is a complete myth. The goal was actually speed. The constraint was the hardware itself. So the early machines used these type bars, which are swinging metal arms, and if you hit two adjacent keys really fast, the bars would clash and jam in the basket.
So he wasn't trying to slow the human down.
No, not at all. He was trying to prevent the machine from crashing so the human could actually keep typing without stopping to untangle metal levers.
Okay, so he separated commonly used letter pairs like T and H to physically distance those bars. But the part that really surprised me in the research was the connection to telegraph operators.
Oh, that is a crucial piece of the puzzle.
Mm.
The first beta testers for these typewriters were telegraph operators. They had to transcribe incoming Morse code instantly.
Right, they couldn't exactly ask the wire to slow down.
Exactly. So they helped refine the layout because they needed letters like Z and S, and especially E and R, to be grouped in ways that let them translate Morse signals without hesitation.
So the modern keyboard on my ultra-thin laptop is essentially a fossil record of Morse code transcription. That is wild.
Right.
And there's also a bit of marketing baked into it too, right? Like the top row.
Oh, yeah, the typewriter trick. This is brilliant.
Right. If you look at the top row, QWERTYUOP, you can tap out the words typewriter quote without your fingers ever leaving that top row.
It was totally a sales gimmick. Remington salesmen could just walk into an office and hunt and peck the brand name lightning fast to impress a buyer. Marketing baked literally right into the physical interface.
But here is where the design kind of shows its age today. We aren't worried about jamming type bars anymore, but we're stuck with the consequences. The data on hand usage is incredibly lopsided.
It's a massive left-hand bias. You can type thousands of English words using only your left hand, but only a few hundred words can be typed using just your right hand.
And looking at the home row where your fingers actually rest, the only vowel there is A.
Which means your fingers are constantly traveling. You're constantly reaching up for E and I and O and U. Ergonomically, it's terribly inefficient.
Which is why alternatives like Dvorak and Colmac exist.
Right, and they are objectively superior in terms of minimizing finger travel distance.
Yet they never won. And this perfectly illustrates the economic concept of path dependence.
Yes. Once the world learned QWERTY and every single manufacturer built their machines for QWERTY, the cost of switching just became astronomical. Even if Dvorak is better, the sheer momentum of human habit is stronger.
It reminds me of the shift to mobile phones, like those old BlackBerry devices. They literally just shrunk this 1870s layout onto a tiny plastic chip for your thumbs.
The half QWERTY designs, it proves just how incredibly adaptable we are. We took a layout designed for 10 fingers and mechanical arms, and we just successfully remapped our brains to use it with 2 thumbs on a piece of glass.
I think that's the real takeaway here. It's actually a deeply optimistic story about standardization and human cooperation.
I completely agree. It shows that humanity can coalesce around a universal standard. We took a clunky mechanical solution from Wisconsin in the 1800s and used it to unite the entire world in the digital age.
Yeah, the fact that we all agreed on one way to type allowed the information revolution to happen so much faster. It proves we can build universal tools that withstand the test of time, even if they aren't perfect right out of the gate.
It's all about utility and connection, not just raw mathematical efficiency.
So here is a thought to leave you with today. If we were inventing a text interface right now from scratch, specifically for neural links or spatial computing, would it look anything like QWERTY? Or would it be something we can't even imagine yet?
Now that is the real question.
If you enjoyed this deep dive, please subscribe to the show. Hey, leave us a 5-star review if you can. It really does help get the word out.
Thanks for tuning in.